Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To some and peace out to the rest of you again. Blackest hearted, blackest minded, blackest man on social media, signing black in and shining. Again, asking you to hit the mother cuss word share button because the message is more important than the messenger. Let me go ahead and cover this Deontae, who out in Virginia was spending all this money on an inmate, an Oshay mayonnaise mafiosa to top it off, and only picked her up from the prison to find out that she was pretty much willing to do anybody but him. I don't have to tell you dude's a simp. I don't have to tell you anything about that. We already know his mistakes are covered in Negro manosphere, or just in general Red Pill Awareness 101 for us. No, don't spend on her. No, don't send no money to her. You don't get anything out of it. She can't do for you. No, don't even buy into the notion of real love, because frankly, real love, this unconditional love, has never worked in your favor. Why should it work in theirs? So in that case, he picks her up, and a lot of y'all saw that she got picked up, and then later on, as time progresses, she don't want to be with him. She doesn't want to be with him intimately, and it's not because of any religious reasons. She's just trying to act like she's gotten frigid because she's been by herself for 4 years. And then it turns out she says to someone behind the camera, well, I've been locked up for 4 years, and that doesn't, just because I've been communicating with him doesn't mean I don't want to do somebody else. Look, a guy like Deontae may look better to women if he was in a gym, but by the same token, a guy like Deontae is not deformed. He's not crippled, crazy, none of that. He's not defective. What I want you to understand is that we may look and say, well, and I have to correct Brother Jackson about this, Oshay Duke Jackson, I got to correct him. He said, well, out in Virginia, you got Hampton, and he names a bunch of other colleges and says there's some sisters out there that would really appreciate a good brother like Deontae. This is 102. Now, 101 is why, that covers why Deontae should not have spent this money on that woman. 102 covers why the hell brothers should not think that things are going to be better when you start dealing with college chicks. 102 covers the fact that, especially amongst sisters, college women don't want college material men. They're looking for ninjas. They're looking for jigaboos, spear chuckers, tree swingers, Tarzan chasing porch monkeys. They're looking for the most negatively stereotypical brother they can find. You can be like Deontae if you're not black. If you are black, I just covered this in my last upload. If you are black, you got to be the negative stereotype. If you are black, your only purpose is maybe some social validation for her, spending on her, and scaring other men, white and black alike. Now, if you were not, then let's say you're not black, but you belong to one of the groups that black men can't benefit from, and from whom black men need to be aware. Well, then guess what happens? At that point, you don't have to be any of these things. You can be a normal, run-of-the-mill, conventional guy, and you may not even have to be financially successful. And you become her dream. You were that black woman's dream until you get tired of her and start using the N-word around here to try to signal to her that you're getting a little tired and she ain't all that. And, then that's when it changes. But even then, a lot of sisters will stay with you till you choke them out. Now, if you're a white dude and you actually got white guy money and you with a sister, oh yeah, you're going to be trying to get away from her, and she's going to be trying to hold on to you, and you may have to choke her to get rid of her. It's just like that. Now, if you're a non-white, and you show her respect, she gonna bounce and leave you. Ask Janet Jackson about that. She took that man baby with her and bounced 5 months after she was qualified to take half. Because that man believed in real love. I could have told him that don't work. I could have told him that was a lie. I mean, I know she became Muslim, but, I can't say I know. I heard that she became Muslim. But do you think she's really going to be taking her practice seriously if she has left living over there to come back to here? Because I'm still in the States visiting at this point, at the time of this recording. You think that's what's going to happen? No, bruh. I'm going to tell you now, the fact she was willing to take a man that loved her and run off with his baby because she now qualifies for his money, that right there tells you everything. She ain't about to take the practice of this seriously, at least not right now. God could change her heart later on. I hope he does. But then again, if he does, I also hope he guides her to get that money back too. Or puts curses in that money. That man, younger than her, loved her. See, these guys do exist. I'm one of them. I actually prefer women my age or older. But let me tell you something. We're rare. I'm not saying that we're necessarily morally special, but for practical purposes, we are rare, and we're not the kind that sisters should just get and then chuck aside because they want to make off with the bag. Or for superficial reasons. Men like me that actually prefer women our own ages or older that really aren't into younger broads like that, it's not because the guys who are pedophiles. That's not why. And a lot of sisters like to say that. A lot of women, as they start to go up in age, they start saying that. When they're younger, they don't have a damn thing to say about that. Long as it's an older guy with some older guy money, or it's an older guy and they can use that man to impress their friends, they don't care. They wait until they start aging, and then they start saying, well, you guys are like younger women, a bunch of pedophiles. Okay, well, you know, men lose money. It's like when men lose money, and then actually it's worse than when men lose money and then say, well, you know, these women are just here for the money. Because, see, the man may have to actually lose money to find this out about you. You knew further mucking well from jump that as a younger woman, you could get an older man. You just didn't fiverguck because you were younger and you didn't have the foresight to think ahead about when you got older with your dumb self. But I don't record this to talk to the sisters. I'm mainly talking to the brothers. No, it is not true. It is not like this. We need to get rid of these ignorant, idiotic notions that a lot of us have, that brothers can just get up here and go into these nice educated areas, and all of a sudden you're going to be surrounded by sisters that appreciate you. No. And understand this: if a woman does not appreciate herself, then you automatically know how much she does not appreciate you. Because if she doesn't think that she is attractive, if she is attractive, actually, if she's attractive and she knows it, then that's how, the way she seems to feel about you is how she feels about you. If she's not attractive, but she thinks she is, the way that she seems to feel about you is how she feels about you. If she seems to actually be choosing you, but she doesn't think she's attractive, then she doesn't really think you're attractive. She's settling. And while I'll tell women in a heartbeat to settle, I'll still tell you men, don't let them do it. I know that sounds like a double standard, but I know what I'm doing. As I said before, it's war. And if it's going to be a war, either you don't fight and you leave them on the battlefield by themselves, or you fight to win. If it's not going to be a war, then you don't have to fight. And I would tell you differently than what I'm saying now, but they've chosen to make this a war. It's something they selected, not us. They want this to be a war. They keep coming with the war effort. It's them. It ain't you. So in any case, I just wanted to point that out, that we got to get rid of this notion. And Brother Jackson may have meant well, but gentlemen, do not fall for that. No, you don't fall for that. The college sister is still the same way. As a matter of fact, my mother and I had this conversation a while ago. She brought up again the women that I chose, the last ones I chose in the United States. She brought them up again. I said to her, Mom, and I made an apology to her for something that I felt was appropriate for which to apologize, but then I also said to her, Mom, you got to understand something. you may say what you want about those ladies, but you have to keep in mind too, Mom, that what was out there was worse. She furrowed her eyebrows, and I said, oh, yeah. See, remember the one you approved of the most, your friend's daughter? Yeah. And if you had a daughter, probably would have been your daughter's friend. You remember her? This is the younger sister of the one who became a prosecutor and wound up marrying a thugged out friend of all these thugs that her office was investigating that was tipping them off. Yeah, that bad chooser's younger sister. Yeah, guess what, Ma? I gave her a chance. You know what she did as soon as I opened that door? My mother's like, well, what did she do? And I told her, my mom asked me what she did, and I said, she got busy. She was never mean, she was not impolite. She never dissed me or anything like that. She just got busy. Too busy. Never hit me back up. And Mom raised her eyebrows and said to me, well, Black, what do you think it was? And I told her, she never said to me. If you're asking me to guess, I can. She gave me the nod as if to say, go ahead and guess. So I said to her, my guess is that when I called her, she was faced with the real life notion of being seen out in public with me. And my mom said, oh, that again. Yeah, that is a big thing. That does make a big difference. So this is why it is that even though some of you may have different opinions, when ladies come on the scene and under my comment section and start saying, Black man, you don't know what you're talking about, it ain't all about how you look out in public, I say to myself and then later to them, you can't tell me nothing. My own mother done already gave the game up. My own mother done already ratted y'all out. She tried to rat y'all out even more than what she actually did. She gave it her best. She tried to tell on y'all even more than what she told on y'all. I wish this red pill vocabulary had been available back then, because boy, the stuff she would have been able to tell me about easily explained, oh man, that would have been dynamite. So that being said, I'm back home now at my parents' house. Thanks for listening. Black Heart, Black Mind, Blackout, Assalamu Alaikum, and Black Heterosexual, Non-Select, Male Power just because they don't like it, and Black Patriarchy until extinction or Judgment Day, so that there will be no more Deontaes, and also so that nobody will be sitting up telling these Deontaes that there's some sister out there that appreciates you just because she's in college, if that's not actually true.